Hello, welcome to this video cast. Subscribers to the channel too. Well, I'm actually out and about. I told you to be in the video soon. I'm actually out and about in Sheffield's Fire Museum in Sheffield City Centre. Why have I come here? Well, I've heard on the grapevine. Well, it's more than the grapevine. I was flicking through. I don't watch him live, but I still flick through. Just out of curiosity. John Sixon says he's going to be live here for hours, so he's supposedly really haunted, obviously, because he goes to known haunted locations, and obviously the owners asked him to come and check it out and see what's what. Because when he taps and bangs, it could just be the building and the stuff settling. But yeah, it's got a presence. There's one room that smells really sweaty. I'm not saying it's paranormal. I think it's the old stuff that people wore back in the day, and it's not just US Green. You're gonna get hot and bothered and sweaty, and it's gonna be used time and time again. And there wasn't washing machines back in the day. Not like us mollycoddle lot said that. Right? So anyway, I've been for a walk around. I'm sat having a cup of tea. I've just finished it actually. What a very interesting experience. Talk about synchronicity. So over there, well they're not now, was Sheffield's ghost walker called Mr. Penny Dreadful. It's his stage, his real name's Darren. I'm not sure if he's still doing it or not, but interesting stuff, very synchronistic. That's that next to me going on about, COVID and there were no on about mask going, I think people will do it because we sat with this lady. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I don't think it's quite all the same, but it's anything. That's not the point. No. They were tapping if you have to dance over here. I'm not even investigating because I've not been asked to. You can't if you're not asked to in these places. I won't anyway. It's not right. But yeah, what we're saying. I'm sure I'm not wearing masks. I think people will do it in. He's going, there were no flu cases in Almshire last year. I felt like I didn't. I felt like, don't you think it's been redesignated COVID-19? I have to be careful because I'm putting this on YouTube, but I think it might be a yes. Anyway, moving on from that. And they'll be pro-mask protests, but it's the synchronistic nature of John Sixsense and Jojo and the team coming here. I don't really watch much, but I'll watch that one. I'll be watching that one, John. I hope you're doing alright if you're watching. I hope you two forgive me all the misunderstanding now. I've forgiven you two. A long time ago, to be honest, but I'm watching the teams and I've not forgot you. I still flick through, but I don't tune in at all. But obviously, it's Sheffield, so I'll tune in for that one. I don't know if you're going to be on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, I'd watch them all, but obviously, you want to be on platforms that you want to be on, and that's your choice, of course it is. I've had a lot of new ghost hunting teams coming to my life. I'm watching Nukes, top 5 actually, and Nukes, it's like the other top 5, but he doesn't just paranormal, Nuke really does, and the best clips and evidence and things captured and sent in. And 2 teams I've come across, well, it ended up being 3. Shadowhunters UK, well now, because of the 30th Drive. The lady's on the Amy, she fronts the channel. Not so much in the beginning, but now. She's lovely. She smiled into this mirror, or looked, and her mouth were her mouth. They were complete transfiguration, shapeshift. So, yeah, check that out on the Shadowhunters UK TV. And Nukes top 5. Is that a spirit? Go and do it again. Fuck off. That's not coming. I'm not investigating. That's John Sixsense that's coming. I'm not being asked to. Do you feel like you're being watched? That wasn't my plan. But yeah, do it again. Copy this. It might not be, but a bit weird. Anyway, and Kel goes on to say, caught something like based in Nottingham, down in Birmingham, on these tunnels, and I caught a shadow. And then I come across Moxley, because go back to Shadows and to UK TV, Amy watches Moxley, and I've checked him out, so it's just good. I will wait for new people, because I'd rather watch on YouTube and telly. Facebook's so clunky anyway, the interface is ridiculous on there, so yeah, that's what's happened there. But yeah, as for this place, it's definitely got an atmosphere, but it's a museum, so there's going to be a lot of residual. You've got to bear that in mind. Could it be actively haunted? I think it probably is. Is most of it going to be residual with the stuff? Yeah, most of it could be residual. But what is it? And they're both mediums, so as is Penny Dreadful. I don't think his wife, we all about his girlfriend, so I don't know what's happening with his wife. But anyway, that's not my business with Penny Dreadful. Down his online barking courses, and it's quite left brain. It was sad to see people behind this COVID nonsense, but it is what it is. But the point I'm making is that it'd be interesting to see what they pick up John and Jojo, because it's a proper location where they've been asked to come, and it will be interesting to see. Also, they'll lock the doors, so they won't get any trouble from any trolls or anything. So it'll be interesting to see, yeah, what's here. And so when we were out, banged in it over there. So yeah, and I'd love to investigate this myself. I'd like to speak to the manager about it, but it's yeah, it's supposed to be £8 for adults. I was gonna pay, but there's nobody on the desk, so I just wandered in. Maybe it was just meant to be. You could just go for it. I mean, I'll pay if they want, but they probably think I've already paid. Maybe it was just meant to be spiritual, that was meant to be synchronistically. I just followed my intuition and walked in. I haven't come here today, so yes, I've because I've heard of that. But I had to check things out. So that type of guy, not in a malicious way, my God. It's just like, you know, they're coming, so I'll go and have a wander down. I live in Sheffield, and they probably won't like it, but you know what it's like. You know what they're like. That's why I've left them to it, because they give me a bit of anxiety, but I wish them all the best. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm not sure if I can really film it as such, but I'm running the cap. It's a beautiful place. If there was a spirit that did that, can you tap again? Or bang again? Tap again. Tap one for yeah, twice for no. I mean, it's cold in here anyway. But do you know what, it's nice in summer. This is quite warm anyway. Yeah, I've got the merchandise on. Yeah, I wonder what went. I wonder what went with the bang on. This would have been an active fire station back in the day. Tap. Oh, thank you, that was spirit. Yeah, this would have been an active fire station back in the day. So now it's a museum. A haunted, alleged supposedly haunted museum. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. I think it seems to have gone 3 days before, I just went tired or hyper. I'm watching a good mood. I felt, yeah, I'm alright, I'm getting there. Better than I was Monday. Oh yeah, Monday, no, you weren't there, would you? Oh, my mum's and brother had gone to work late, stopped taking at the card factory. And he had to put the pizza in, and I waited till I get home. I thought, well, I've had a roast pork sandwich, stuffing, crackling, and all that, so I thought, well, I'm not that hungry. I had a sausage sandwich for breakfast, so I'll be in a bit. I was just in a pork mood. But anyway, I thought, well, I'll just wait till I get home. My mum insisted. I think panics as something's going to happen. Or worry about him kicking up, which they were all taken care of anyway. My brother Richard changed shelf around, he says, "Man, which degree again? It's got a shelf somewhere, I don't know." But anyway, the oven gloves were frayed, and the shelves got stuck. So yes, I burnt my thumb. My pizza were going to fall down the back. I dropped my pizza on the floor, and I couldn't find another pizza tray from Mum's, so I tried to put that in roasting tin, and that didn't work. Then Mum found it. And Mum actually put me to shame in the kitchen. And I'm alright in my kitchen at home, but I panicked, and especially when I burnt my thumb, and I'm not very good with gas cooker. I was feeling a bit stressed that day, and yeah, I apologise. We all laughed about it after, but you've got to. That's one of the bad things to do. If you have a bad day or a bad experience, or just laugh it off. Best thing to do is laugh it off. David Icke. Things are gonna happen. That's life. You have to laugh it off and go, yeah. I'm like Grandad, Fools and Horses. I burnt a pizza. So Mandy just fell out fucking gas. So, oh God. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know. My liability. So yeah, well, just on there, gone talking absolute rubbish that people do. I do this and I do this course and I do security course, and yeah, but as interesting as, I don't know, as interesting as Emmerdale Farm. That's all I am, Emmerdale Farm, but you know, Emmerdale, show me age. Coronation, that's when they were alright. They were more like sitcoms, like it's all drama, it's dramatic, everything's got to be a big storyline, and there's no room to, which they don't want the human mind to relax. They want everything, even when you watch stuff, because they know that'll get into illusion. People believe, like, this reality is real, people believe that's real. We do. I do Fools and Horses, I know it's not, but, you know, the brain doesn't know what's real, but the heart does, the human heart, and the spiritual heart is our vortex, the wheel of light, which, you know, we're all connected to. So yeah, I thought I'd come on for a little chat. Yeah, I mean, it's if people want to come, it's yeah, the only thing, if people coming from outside of Sheffield or South Yorkshire, I will warn you, parking's not really good, because they don't really want cars in city centres. They don't really want people having freedom. Try, you've got to do this, because it's all about building. That's why they've done it over the years, because there's more cars on the road than ever. You think about this, look at this as a kid. There's more cars on the road than ever. You know, Tony Blair will be behind that. So there's more cars on the road than ever. And then there's less road space, no one-way system, less petrol stations. But it's all about building this small city, isn't it? So, but yeah, it's going off topics. But yeah, come down. And if I need to try and, my day ain't quite done yet. I do want to speak to the manager about, I don't know how much it'd be, but I would investigate it. It would be something, it'd be something different, it'd be something interesting. And whether they do it with me, I'd probably be better. It's not that, I'm not really steady on my feet, and there's quite Victorian, and there's quite a lot of different steps to go up, and you know, when we end our coordination, last thing I want to do is cockle out and pitch black. The lights will probably be on, but you know, I'm not one of these ones to investigate, because you'll see it goes anyway, investigating dark. It's not that, I don't trust myself not to have an accident, you know, and that's not, I'm not an health and safety madhead, it's just that I use common sense, but yeah, I'd love to, I do want to investigate somewhere different, something new, something exciting. I mean, I used to be obsessed with London's Burning, for people around the world, or people in Britain. It used to be a television drama series show about fire and rescue in London, and yeah, a bit like Fools and Horses humour, but fire service. But yeah, go and check that out. So I got obsessed with it. I'm not so obsessed with it as well. I mean, as a kid, I'd even more excited. I were going to come once with my dad, and I bottled it with my nails, didn't I? Sorry, Dad. I mean, it's probably you that's out with that. Thank you. You always have to thank Spirit. Mark Smith used to say, "Don't thank me, thank Spirit." Tap. I can't believe I've got a bang thing here. Yeah, and I'll show you. There's only me sat in there. There wasn't, but there is now. Oh. Yeah, it's alright, isn't it? It's alright, so... Yeah, I'm trying to get myself back on my feet, as I say. It just takes time. But I'm going to shift in a minute. It's just, yeah, it's just nice to come and sit and chill out in these places and just feel the atmosphere, which is what I've really come for, as well as looking at the museum, which I've always actually wanted to do. But I finally done it after all these bloody years. Should have happened in the 90s, but you think about that, there's fire engines in, this is how old I am. I'm really feeling, there's fire engines, there's police cars, there's even ambulances from the 90s when I was a kid, what was in operation, are now antique. Yes, I'm that old. I am that old, guys. I'm 32, but I feel 52. 72, 82, 92, all the twos. 22. No, I'm 32. So, yeah. It's, really interesting. Just to come and sit and... I think it probably is haunted. I'd be very surprised if it isn't. Even if some, spirits that's trapped and they've come along with an item of clothing, maybe it's an item of clothing that's haunted. Who knows? But this is why John Sixth Sense and the team have been asked to come, and he's going to come, and they're going to do it, and they're going to investigate, and they're going to see what they pick up. So I can't wait to see it. Maybe, we might make friends again. Who knows? Knowing them, because they said, what are they going to agree with? It's, what the fuck? That's got to be people. There's no second chances, but thing is, people have got disability, and even, I always think you should give you a second chance. I think it's a bit harsh. Owen Morgan's like, with cricket, I think it's a bit harsh. Personally, it's a bit psychopathic and no empathy, or lack of empathy. Personally think you should, but it's up to you. I respect your decision either way. But either way, I can still watch, and yeah, I'll definitely be watching. Please put it on YouTube. Go on, please do YouTube. You got to do YouTube. Do all 3 platforms. They do. That team, Awaken the Paranormal, who left John. Because of reasons I don't know. There's a lot we don't know, but it matters it. The point is they come into this place. I think John likes coming to Sheffield, and people are, well, why would Sheffield be haunted? But you go and look at the place, and places don't anyway. Spirits get trapped. It's not so much a place, spirits get trapped in a psychological state. And look at all the blitz, so there's going to be lots of spirits trapped anyway. So Sheffield, I think, is teeming with spirits. It is classed as one of the most haunted cities in Britain. Obviously, London's probably the most haunted city in the world because of how much people and, more footfall. But, yeah, it's not probably haunted as York, Sheffield, but it's not far off. I don't think we celebrate the paranormal or the nature of reality shows enough. I don't think we do. I don't like York, like London. I don't think we do. I don't think we do enough in Sheffield. I think it's a bit laid back, and we're quite laid back. It's a bit like a village or seaside atmosphere. It's not so much like a city. It's very people. I don't know if it's the hills or what, but people are very laid back in Sheffield on average. Not everybody. I mean, my brother Bradley and Richard, they're not laid back. My God, Jesus Christ. My mum's not like that laid back at all. Our Sean's not. Our Gillian's not. My dad was. I am. My nan was. Grandma was. But, we're all one consciousness, having different experiences. It does what it says on the tin, guys, doesn't it? And in a haunted building like this, come on. We're all one consciousness and different experiences. Let's celebrate our uniqueness. That's what we need to do. Celebrate our uniqueness. Come on. So, anyway, people wonder what I'm up to. So am I. Look at that. Oh, you can see that. If London needs... Obviously that's old, but it could be now, literally, now. So, yeah. Enough of the fun. I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you later. And, yeah, and it's goodbye from Sheffield's Haunted Fire Museum. Or just goodbye from Sheffield's Fire Museum. See you later. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.